in the heart of the ancient land of Palestine, where history whispers through the olive groves and ancient stones, a tale of division and destiny unfolds. This is not just a story of borders and battles. It is a saga of dreams and desperation, of hope and heartache, of a land torn apart yet bound by a shared past. Imagine a land where prophets once walked, where empires rose and fell, where cultures collided and coexisted. This was Palestine, a land where the echoes of history reverberated in every stone, a land where the past was a living, breathing presence. But when the 20th century began, Palestine found itself at a crossroads. The winds of change blew strongly through the region, inciting nationalist enthusiasm and imperial ambitions. The Ottoman Empire, which had dominated Palestine for centuries, was falling, its once powerful grip weakening. Amidst the chaos, a new movement arose: Zionism. Zionism was born out of a desire for a Jewish homeland, and it aspired to reclaim the ancient land of Israel as a refuge and sanctuary. The dream of Zionism captivated hearts and minds, bringing Jews from all over the world to the shores of Palestine. At the same time, the Arab inhabitants of Palestine, rooted in the soil for generations, watched with apprehension as their land changed before their eyes. They feared being displaced, marginalized, forgotten in the rush to fulfill another people's dream. The conditions for war were met. Tensions were increased by the British government's 1917 pledge and the Balfour Declaration to support the creation of a Jewish entity in Palestine. The declaration was perceived by the Arabs as a betrayal, since they felt their aspirations were being sacrificed for the sake of colonial politics. Tensions increased as the British mandate for Palestine came into force. Jewish immigration worsened the situation, and Arab uprisings were met with British persecution. When violence broke out, each side put the other's carnage at fault. World War II introduced fresh horrors and dynamics to the region. The Holocaust, in which 6 million Jews were ruthlessly exterminated by the Nazis, fostered a sense of urgency among survivors to seek refuge. Palestine, with its ancient Jewish roots, looked like an obvious choice. However, the influx of Jewish immigration threatened the Arabs of Palestine's way of life. They considered themselves as the true heirs to the land and despised what they saw as a foreign assault. In 1947, the United Nations proposed a partition plan that would divide Palestine into separate Jewish and Arab states, with Jerusalem as an international city. The plan was accepted by the Jews but rejected by the Arabs, setting the stage for war. The Arab-Israeli War began on May 14, 1948, with the declaration of the State of Israel. Arab troops from surrounding countries invaded, intending to destroy the budding state. Despite all odds, Israel emerged victorious, increasing its territory beyond the line suggested by the UN partition plan. The conflict left severe scars on all sides. Hundreds of thousands of Palestinians fled or were ejected from their homes, resulting in a refugee crisis that continues to this day. The armistice lines drawn at the end of the war defined Israel's borders, but they also rendered the Palestinian people stateless and dispersed. The story of Palestine and Israel is one of triumph and tragedy, hope and despair. It is the story of a divided land, displaced people, and unfulfilled dreams. But despite the sorrow and loss, there is tenacity and resistance, an unwillingness to be forgotten or obliterated. The sun sets over the ancient region of Palestine, throwing lengthy shadows across the landscape, leaving memories of history. The tale of Palestine and Israel is far from ended. It is continually being written, with each chapter filled with struggle and strife, as well as resilience and hope.